patuloy na nagbibigay serbisyo. Pag-asa at saya. GMA Regional TV. Kapuso ng bawat Pilipino. This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Good evening. This is your GMA Regional TV Weekend News. The biggest, the latest as local news matters. Attorney Cedfrey Cabaluna.
Caitlin Revilla, broadcasting from GMA Complex in Iloilo City.
We'd like to welcome our Kapuso viewers from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
As well as our kababayans in different parts of the world.
This evening, we will be joined by Joan Ponsoy from Balitang Amyanan, Adrian Prietos from One Western Visayas, and Jandy Esteban of One Mindanao. BC Weekend for regional correspondents.
Yes, Attorney, and we also have other counterparts from the other regions. Joining us tonight, Rain Palino of GMA Regional TV Bicol and Nico Sereno of Balitang Bisdak.
For today's headlines. Philippines COVID-19 recoveries now at 11,453 as cases reach 41,830. Death toll increases to 1,290. Stricter enforcement of quarantine protocols in effect in Cebu City as COVID-19 cases continue to rise. Efforts to contain an oil spill in Iloilo-Guimaras Strait continues. And GMA Regional TV Western Visayas continues to extend help to families in Iloilo City amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The coronavirus disease 2019 has infected more than 10 million people worldwide, with a death toll at more than 500,000. In the Philippines, confirmed cases exceed 40,000. Adrian Prietos of GMA Regional TV One Western Visayas has the report.
As reported by the World Health Organization, there are now over 10.7 million COVID-19 confirmed cases around the globe, with more than 500,000 deaths. Southeast Asian countries recorded 860,785 confirmed cases. In the Philippines, as of the latest update from the Department of Health, the number of COVID-19 cases increased to 41,830. 11,453 have recovered, while 1,290 died. More than 1,000 COVID-19 cases were recorded in North Central Luzon, with 1,203 confirmed cases, 87 deaths, and 770 recoveries. As to the latest report from the DOH Center for Health Development, Region 1 has 134 confirmed cases. Region 3, or Central Luzon, has 951 COVID-19 cases. 118 confirmed cases are recorded in the Cordillera region. Confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Bicol region is at 146, with 6 deaths and 78 recoveries. 75 of them are from Albay, 52 in Camarines Sur, 4 in Camarines Norte, 9 in Sorsogon, and 4 in Catanduanes. Masbate broke its COVID-19 free status after recording its first 2 cases last Monday. Central Visayas posted a total of 9,709 COVID-19 positive cases, 5,980 of whom are active cases. 3,300 274 have recovered, while 355 have died. Cebu Province has 1,437 COVID-19 cases, with 279 recoveries and 90 deaths. Negros Oriental has 43 cases, 18 recoveries, and 2 deaths. Bohol has 40 cases, 12 recovered, and 1 have died. Siquijor remains COVID-free. Despite the strict implementation of ECQ guidelines and the presence of authorities on city streets to slow down the movement of people in the hopes of preventing the rise in COVID-19 cases, Cebu City still posted the highest number of infected persons in the past months. A total of 6,454 positive cases were recorded, with 3,517 active cases, 2,720 recoveries, and 217 deaths. Mandaue City has 948 positive cases, 230 recoveries, and 20 deaths. Lapu-Lapu City has 787 positive cases, 115 recoveries, and 25 deaths. In Eastern Visayas, a total of 577 COVID-19 cases were recorded. 321 have recovered, while 3 died. Tacloban and Ormoc City each have 58 confirmed cases. Leyte has 239 confirmed cases. Southern Leyte with 72, Biliran with 17. Samar has 115, Northern Samar with 15, and 2 positive cases in Eastern Samar. COVID-19 cases in Western Visayas increased to 365, with 148 recoveries. The death toll remains at 11. Aklan has 6 confirmed cases, 15 in Antique, 6 in Capiz, 40 in Iloilo Province, and 4 in Negros Occidental. Guimaras is still COVID-free. OFW repatriates and locally stranded individuals record the most number of cases with 252. Meanwhile, Bacolod City recorded 11 confirmed cases, while COVID-19 cases in Iloilo City increased to 31. In Mindanao, a total of 1,412 confirmed COVID-19 cases were reported. The death toll is now at 53, while 706 have recovered. In Davao City, a 7-year-old girl from Barangay 23C tested positive for COVID-19, while a 52-year-old COVID-positive female from the same barangay passed away. Davao Region has recorded a total of 587 confirmed COVID-19 cases, 33 deaths, and 378 recoveries. Meanwhile, in Zamboanga City, an 8-month-old baby boy from Barangay Calarian tested positive for COVID-19. Zamboanga Peninsula has recorded 264 confirmed COVID-19 cases in the region. The death toll is at 6, with 175 recoveries. Confirmed COVID-19 cases in northern Mindanao rose to 182, 9 have died, while 24 recovered. In Soc-Sargen, the figures continue to rise at 73 confirmed cases, 1 death, and 44 recoveries. Caraga Region now has a total of 161 confirmed COVID-19 cases and 26 recoveries. In Barm, there are a total of 136 confirmed COVID-19 cases and 4 deaths, while 63 recovered. Together with cameraman Reynald Casillo, I'm Adrian Prietos for GMA Regional TV.
Cebu City is the lone city in the Philippines placed on enhanced community quarantine because of the continuous rise of COVID-19 cases. With the guidance of the IATF, who are now in Cebu, stricter measures have been implemented to ensure compliance to quarantine protocols. Nico Sereno of GMA Regional TV, Balitang Bisdak, will give us the updates. Nico?
Yes, attorney said to help flatten the curve, reinforcements from the PNP, AFP to medical doctors have been flown in to Cebu City. DNR Secretary Roy Simato, tasked to be the COVID-19 overseer in Cebu City, said it is still premature to lift the ECQ classification because community transmission has not yet been arrested. Cebu City's ECQ will be in effect until July 15, and this is the longest ECQ recorded. Cebu City was placed on ECQ on March 27. It was reclassified under GCQ from June 1 to 15, but after the steady rise of COVID-19 cases, it was reverted back to ECQ starting June 16. One of the first orders of COVID-19 overseer in Cebu, Secretary Roy Simato, was the cancellation of quarantine passes issued by the city government and the issuance of a new set of quarantine passes, this time with QR codes. A number of Cebu City residents have complained to the LGU for the lack of quarantine passes issued to the barangays. Many have been arrested for allegedly carrying fake QR passes. Border checkpoints and inspections in barangays are also in effect to ensure that residents stay at home. Since the arrival of police reinforcements, fewer vehicles are seen on Cebu's streets. However, 2 barangay captains are in the hot seat after videos of people violating quarantine protocols went viral. The barangay captains of Basak, San Nicolas, and Calamba are facing investigations for failing to prevent the holding of a procession and street dancing, respectively. Because of the increasing number of COVID-19 cases, the hospital utilization in Cebu City is nearing danger zones. Because of the dwindling number of medical frontliners, medical reinforcement from the Armed Forces of the Philippines and 37 doctors and specialists from Manila are now in Cebu.
The clinical care management of symptomatic COVID patients are done to the best abilities of our doctors to prevent them from deteriorating.
Secretary Simatu has also ordered new COVID-19 positive patients to be sent directly to the Cebu City quarantine facility.
Message to all the Cebuanos, you help us ECQ and Cebu's quarantine.
This week, many government offices also announced that their employees were among the COVID-19 positives. The Cebu provincial government disinfected the provincial capital building after 15 employees tested positive for COVID-19 and 2 died. At the Cebu City Hall, 67 employees also tested positive for COVID-19. Cebu City Councilor Antonio Cuenco succumbed to the virus. In Lapu-Lapu City, 40 City Hall employees, 15 personnel of the Lapu-Lapu City Police, 30 persons deprived of liberty, 4 personnel of the City Jail, 6 medical staff of the Lapu-Lapu City Hospital, and 12 employees of the City Health Office tested positive for COVID-19. In Talisay City, 19 inmates and 7 BJMP personnel also tested positive for COVID-19. As of yesterday, the Cebu City COVID Action Team has apprehended 159 individuals citywide for different ECQ violations, such as not wearing of masks and failure to present quarantine pass while going outside of their residences. Attorney said.
Thank you, Nico Sereno of GMA Regional TV, Balitang Bisdak.
The famous 100 Islands National Park in Pangasinan is finally open, but only to local tourists from nearby towns following the prescribed minimum health standards of authorities under MGCQ. Joan Ponsoy of GMA Regional TV Balitang Amyanan has the details live. Joan?
Kate, the 100 Islands National Park in Alaminos City has been closed for almost 4 months since the implementation of ECQ last March. The city recorded at least 27 million pesos total loss in tourism due to the pandemic. One of Pangasinan's famous tourist destinations, the 100 Islands National Park, or HINP, finally opened to the public on July 1. Colorful 3D murals welcome park visitors. However, only residents from the 1st District of Pangasinan shall be accommodated as part of the gradual opening of the tourism site.
Kailangan magbigay po tayo ng makukulay na project po na mag-encourage po sa mga tourists po natin na bumisita.
Different health protocols will be strictly implemented. Visitors must undergo thermal scanning. Alcohol is available for hand sanitation. And wearing of face masks is mandatory for visitors and boatmen. The number of passengers in every boat is limited.
Yung mga dating 15 capacity na large, ngayon 8 lang. Yung 10 naging 5. Yung small na dati 5 passengers, ngayon 2 to 3 lang ang pwede naming pasakay.
Maganda rin itong bumalik na po yung 100 Island para may kita rin po kami.
The HINP administration reiterated that there is no rate increase in boat fares despite the reduction in passenger capacity. The fare rate for large boats remain at 2,000 pesos, 1,800 pesos for medium boats, and 1,400 for small boats. The Alaminos City Tourism Office also requires establishment offering accommodation to secure a permit to operate from the Department of Tourism while on community quarantine. The Department of Tourism likewise announced that only accredited establishments with the necessary permits will be allowed to operate. As per the DOT, as of June 30, 2020, at least 505 establishments offering accommodation in the region had already applied for a permit to operate, 95 of which have undergone physical inspection from the department. As part of the new rule, operating hours of park is from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Visitors must be at the wharf by 3 o'clock. Snorkeling and overnight stay are strictly prohibited. Kate?
Thank you, Joan Ponsoy of GMA Regional TV Balitang Amyanan.
The national government announced on June 30 that the entire Davao region, including Davao City, will now be under modified general community quarantine. We have Jandy Esteban of GMA Regional TV 1 Mindanao for the details live. Jandy?
Said the city government of Davao released new guidelines as the city is now under MGCQ. Meanwhile, 2 provinces in Region 12 or SOC-Sargen are included in the list of emerging COVID-19 hotspots in Mindanao, while Davao Oriental maintains that they should not be part of the list. Based on the MGCQ Quick Guide released by the city government of Davao, the public is advised to continue wearing face masks properly, covering the nose and mouth, while maintaining a social distance of 2 meters apart. Since the city is still on quarantine, movement of people shall be limited to work, buying of food and medicine, accessing medical services, and for other emergency purposes. Travel to Davao will be allowed for returning residents and for business and work transactions. The city government also discouraged the public from going outside except when necessary. Tourism, meanwhile, remains suspended. Food and medicine passes with a number coding scheme will still be used and observed under MGCQ. The city also retains its curfew set at 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. the following day. The 24-hour liquor ban will still be in effect but will be subject to review on July 15. Those who are below 21 years old, 60 years old and above, with immunodeficiencies, comorbidities, and other health risks, as well as pregnant women, shall remain at home but can go out for work, food, medicine, hospital, emergencies, and exercise. For the education sector, there will be no face-to-face classroom sessions or examinations from kindergarten, senior high school to higher education institutions. However, HEIs can go to school for examinations, but the students must not be more than 50% of the capacity of the classroom. This also applies to technical, vocational, and other short courses. Operations will be allowed for restaurants, other food establishments, salons, and barbershops at only 50% capacity. Despite Sultan Kudarat and South Cotabato being tagged as COVID-19 emerging hotspots, the Department of Health Region 12 clarified that this is no cause for alarm for as long as the residents will follow health protocols like wearing of face mask, social distancing, disinfection, and others. In fact, borders in South Cotabato were reopened.
So there's no need to worry. There's no need to worry for the general public. We have no documented local transmission yet. That's what we are trying to prevent, very hard to prevent.
Meanwhile, Davao Oriental Governor Nelson Dayanghirang questions the inclusion of his province in the list of emerging COVID-19 hotspots as there is no local transmission in their area.
Mali yung tanaw ni mo, basig mali ang data nga niabot sa DOH. No? Una, wala tayo nahitabo diri nga pagkailap o gitawag nato nga local transmission.
Said while the whole nation is still under community quarantine, earlier this week, a shooting incident happened in Sulu involving police officers that led to the killing of 4 soldiers. Yesterday, President Rodrigo Duterte visited Zamboanga City and talked with the soldiers. He appealed to them to come down as the investigation is underway over the incident. He also met with the military and police officers to help ease the tension between the government forces, said.
Thank you, Jandy Esteban of GMA Regional TV 1 Mindanao.
The Regional Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council is still trying to contain an oil spill off the coast of Iloilo City after an explosion damaged a power barge. The blast took place around 2 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday at AC Energy's Power Barge 102 in Barangay Barrio Obrero, Lapus, Iloilo City. Coast Guard Iloilo Station Commander Joe Luvis Mercurio said no injuries were reported, but the explosion tore a hole nearly a meter in diameter on the hull of the power barge, spilling the bunker fuel inside. Authorities estimated 40,000 liters of bunker fuel has leaked from the power barge 102 and has spread to an area estimated to be around 1,200 square meters wide. Spill booms were laid out around the barge while Coast Guard personnel were scooping bunker fuel that had leaked. The PCG alerted officials in the towns of Laganes and Zaraga, which are in the direction of the water current, to be on alert for the spill. The cause of the explosion in the barge is still being investigated. The barge, owned by AC Energy Corporation, is estimated to be carrying 200,000 liters of bunker fuel. The Department of Education prepares for the implementation of distance learning system as the start of the new school year approaches. Jasmine Gabriel Galban of GMA Regional TV Balitang Amyanan has the details.
Following President Duterte's ban on face-to-face learning until a vaccine to COVID-19 is discovered, the Department of Education proposes to implement online classes as part of the distance learning system for the upcoming school year. But based on the survey results of the Department of Education Region 1, only 15% of the students in the region has internet access, meaning only 15% of the total enrollees for the school year 2020-2021 has the capacity for online classes, while 85% will undergo modular learning.
Itong ating learning materials ay primarily magagaling ito sa central office. Itong ating regional office at yung ating mga division offices ay naghahanda rin ng mga kanya-kanyang mga learning materials para din sa mga reinforcement activities.
In Lingayen, Pangasinan, learning modules from the Pangapisan Elementary School have been distributed to each student's house. The modules include learning materials and questionnaires for the student to study and answer within 1 week.
Hindi ho kasi sila pwedeng mag-online pa kasi hindi pa naman sila nakakabasa, di ba? Kaya activity sheets ho talaga. Distant learning through the use of activity sheets sa kindergarten.
Learning modules are distributed every Monday. The parents on their part will return the modules to barangay officials or directly to the school every Friday. Teachers also collect the modules and visit their students on Wednesdays.
Napakahirap kasi talagang kailangan namin ang pakikipagtulungan ng mga magulang kasi once na binigay namin yung activity sheet sa kindergarten, bibigay din namin ng orientation yung mga magulang kung paano nila ituturo yon, yung activity sheets for a week.
In Narvacan, Ilocos Sur, the local government conducted a pilot test for TV-based learning system. A satellite dish and set-top boxes were installed in remote areas.
Sinubok namin to the farthest town, in the interior municipalities, walang contact doon, wala lahat. Bandar lahat, maliwanag. So it's up to the national government, if they will adopt it. Walang minimal ang gastos. Ang gastos ko lang dyan yung satellite. Siyempre, umupa ako doon sa satellite.
Internet users can also watch the education programs on YouTube or on Facebook. I am Jasmine Gabriel Galban for GMA Regional TV.
Iloilo City, Negros Occidental, Capiz, Iloilo Province, and Bacolod City will remain under modified general community status until July 15, while the provinces of Aklan, Antique, and Guimaras are now considered under low-risk MGCQ. Adrian Prietos of GMA Regional TV 1 Western Visayas has the details live. Adrian?
Yes, Caitlin, local chief executives in Western Visayas have issued executive orders. This is in line with the prescribed quarantine status of their respective areas. Meanwhile, the municipality of Alimudyan in Iloilo was placed under enhanced community quarantine status after 13 residents tested positive of COVID-19. The IATF announced the community quarantine status of the provinces and cities in Western Visayas until July 15. Iloilo City, Negros Occidental, Capiz, Iloilo Province, and Bacolod City will remain under MGCQ until July 15, while the provinces of Aklan, Antique, and Guimaras are now considered under low-risk MGCQ. The classifications were based on the epidemic risk level and the actions of the LGUs in dealing with the social and economic effects of the pandemic in their localities. However, the town of Alimudyan in Iloilo was placed under enhanced community quarantine after 13 residents, including 5 health workers, tested positive for COVID-19.
Currently, we are housing in their facility quarantine a confirmed case who is patient number 175. So most of the healthcare workers are directly involved in the management and in the consultation of the daily consultation of these patients.
Alimudian Mayor Jeffrey Kalay Alunsabe called on residents to cooperate and strictly follow health protocols. St. Paul's Hospital in Iloilo City was placed on lockdown after 8 doctors tested positive for COVID-19. Health authorities have conducted contact tracing on those exposed to the doctors. So far, more than 1,000 have been swabbed and tested and are awaiting results.
If this turned out to be negative, which I said within a day or two, so makahambal kita na there's a possibility of community transmission. So base sa sagwa ni sila ang na-infect, and then of course kaya araman sila sa hospital, maskin asymptomatic sila, pwede gyapon sila ka spread sang virus.
Initially, it was suspected that a patient of the doctors was the source of the transmission, but test results in the patient was negative. The regional IATF and the hospital's management is still investigating how the doctors contracted the disease. At present, all employees are allowed inside the hospital. Lockdown will be gradually lifted as the hospital completes contact tracing and secures its premises.
Ginambal man po sa ating DOH na i-expect na manip man ang lockdown by Friday, so buong adlaw, because na ang RT-PCR test daw magwa.
In advisory, DOH Region 6 has asked those who visited the hospital from June 23 to 28 to undergo quarantine and coordinate with their barangay health workers for proper monitoring. Iloilo City Mayor Jerry Treñas has tasked local barangay health emergency response teams to strictly monitor the families of affected health workers to ensure that the virus is contained. Personnel of the Iloilo City Police Office have been deployed to St. Paul's Hospital, Iloilo. That is to enforce the no-entry mandate for non-essential people. Caitlin, no new patients have been admitted since Sunday night, pending the approval of the OCD and the Department of Health. The mayor also has advised to gradually open the hospital. This is to attend the medical needs of the public. Back to you, Kate.
Thank you, Adrian Prietos of GMA Regional TV 1 Western Visayas. Cotton fruit or santol is a favorite of many. Interestingly, the fruit can be turned into a delicious viand if paired with sugar, salt, chili, shrimp paste, or alamang. Rain Palino of GMA Regional TV Bicol has the details.
Cotton fruit or santol is a favorite of many. It is commonly paired with sugar, salt with chili or shrimp paste or alamang. In Bicol, santol is not only a fruit but could also be cooked and prepared as a viand. This dish is best known as sinantolan or ginataang santol, but Bicolanos commonly refer to it as gulay na santol. Using only a few and affordable ingredients, one can already cook the sinantolan. The ingredients are garlic, ginger, onion, shrimp paste, pork, sugar, salt, chili, coconut milk, and the main ingredient, shredded santol flesh with the seeds removed. Heat oil in a pan, saute the garlic, ginger, and onion. Then add the shrimp paste and pork. Add the shredded santol and pour the coconut milk. Then add sugar and salt to taste. After a few minutes, add the chilies. Keep the fire on medium heat. The sinantolan is done when the coconut milk has rendered and evaporated.
Mga kapuso, eto na po ang gulay na santol.
Aside from its unique taste, the santol or cotton fruit has many health benefits. It is rich in vitamins, reduces cholesterol, boosts immune system, and helps prevent cancer, diabetes, and other diseases.
Sarap.
Together with cameraman Jovel Obiso, I am Rain Palino for GMA Regional TV.
Bicol IATF asked for the suspension of the Hatid Probinsya program. The details from Rain Palino of GMA Regional TV Bicol Live. Rain?
Said with the increasing number of COVID-19 cases in the Bicol region, the Bicol IATF requested for the suspension of the Hatid Probinsya program. Days after the arrival of locally stranded individuals via the Philippine National Railways last June 25, the number of COVID-19 cases in Bicol increased. Among the new active cases in Bicol are 2 LSIs from Cavite who are from Concepcion, Pequeña, Naga City. They were in turn exposed to 14 individuals in the area, which resulted to their community being put under lockdown. At present, Naga City has 3 quarantine facilities which accommodate LSIs as well as individuals who were in contact with the COVID-19 patients. As a response to the continuous surge of LSIs, the LGU coordinates with hotels that could serve as quarantine. Last July 1, President Rodrigo Duterte also signed a bill upgrading Bicol Medical Center with 1,000 bed capacity.
Ang pakiusap po natin ay dapat coordinated po sa local government unit para matansya po natin yung kung ilan yung darating, sino-sino ba sila, taga saan, at meron pa ba na facility na available po para sa kanila.
Meanwhile, after 4 months, the province of Masbate broke its COVID-19 free status after recording its first 2 cases last June 27. Patients are both LSIs from Caloocan and Taguig City. Dr. Bong Acuesta, Vice Chairman of the Masbate IATF, said that they can no longer accommodate returning LSIs due to the limited capacity of quarantine facilities. He also disclosed that they have recorded 3,042 LSIs, 31 OFWs, and 87 undocumented individuals, with the province only having a capacity of 1,300.
We propose for a 1-month moratorium. Meaning, for 1 month, wala munang uuwi dito sa Masbate until merong ng bakante ang mga quarantine facilities.
As a response to the continuous arrival of LSIs, the province started establishing more quarantine and isolation facilities. Said just this Friday, the provincial government of Camarines Sur issued an executive order mandating strict implementations of measures such as border control and mandatory showing of medical certificates for those entering the province, said.
Thank you, Rain Palino of GMA Regional TV Bicol.
GMA Network launches GMA Affordabox, bringing a better and more convenient watching experience to Filipino homes. Marjorie Padua of GMA Regional TV Balitang Amyanan has the details.
GMA Network provides affordable and high-definition viewing experience as it unveils its GMA Affordabox on its 70th anniversary. Affordabox is a plug-and-play device that allows viewers with analog TVs to easily receive digital television broadcast. Users can watch GMA, GMA News TV, and the most awaited Heart of Asia in superior digital display, as well as all the other free-to-air digital TV channels available in their area. Some of these Pangasinenses even joined the GMA Affordabox Dance Challenge. Affordabox also allows users to record TV programs, play compatible video files, view photos, and even listen to music using a USB drive. The device also has a nationwide emergency warning broadcast system that receives alerts from the NDRRMC. For just a one-time purchase of 888 pesos and low monthly fees, each GMA Affordabox unit promises to deliver a clearer and more vibrant TV viewing experience along with other bonus features. It is now for sale online and is available in stores in North Central Luzon and other areas where GMA's digital signal is already available. For more details, visit www.gmaaffordabox.com and its official social media accounts via the handle at GMA For inquiries, contact the hotline 0288574627 within Metro Manila from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. or 0961-252-9393 for outside Metro Manila or email support@gmaaffordabox.com. I am Marjorie Padua for GMA Regional TV.
Having barely enough food to eat while living in a house with no electricity are among the many hardships faced by one of our family beneficiaries during our recent Kapuso Barangayan on Wheels. With no source of stable income, making ends meet for a family of 13 is overwhelmingly difficult. This is what the Astorga family of Barangay Concepcion City proper in Iloilo City face every single day. Rodri sells charcoal and does laundry to support her big family. She has 8 children from her first husband, while she now lives with another man with whom she has 3 children. Her partner sidelines by driving a taxi for a living. The family lives in this dilapidated house with no electricity and with barely enough food to eat.
Ngita lang pagi ni mukutan namang labada ko kinpingwaan ko lang ama para may alalay man sa akon iloy. Sa mga ano ko langita ko pagi kasi kung ano imuon ko.
The Astorga family is one of more than 100 beneficiaries of our Kapuso Barangayan on Wheels.
Dako gid nga pasalamat kay nakaano kami sang GMA.
Kanami bala para sa tawo nga sa aga palang pagbugtaw nila may ara na sila nga pamala mahawon kag may vitamin ba GMA madamo gid nga salamat.
Besides giving food packs, one Western Visayas anchors and correspondents personally wrote messages of hope for the families. In the midst of this pandemic, your Kapuso network will continue to reach out to affected families in our community as we sincerely remain buong puso para sa Pilipino. Together with Marvin Lauderes, this is Cedfrey Cabaluna for GMA Regional TV. Let's stay together during this crisis and pray. Soon we will visit your barangay too. Continue to watch updates in the region because local news matters.
You can watch this episode and more on GMA Regional TV's official YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button to get the hottest news from the regions.
That was the biggest and the latest news from the regions. Thank you for joining us from around the Philippines, as well as our Kapuso abroad.
This has been GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Where local news matters. Good evening, mga Kapuso.